Evelyn and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. So today we're decorating an apartment and I can't fully see what number it says up in the left corner, but I know this is in Culpepper House. It is in Spice District and it's basically in one of my favorite apartments to build in actually. So we're going for a very similar layout to the one that I did in the roommate's apartment a couple of months ago, but I really liked how that one turned out, so I thought I would just kind of take inspiration from that layout again. Hopefully that is okay with you guys. But today we're not decorating it for 2 roommates or 4 roommates. I think it was actually for 4 roommates. We're decorating it for a bigger family actually. So this is for 2 parents, 2 teens, and also a kid. So the teens are for, well, the rooms are meant for a girl and a boy, in my head at least, but like always you can have anyone living in there if you want to. I just kind of had these stories in mind for them, which I thought was kind of funny, so I'll get to those once we get to their rooms. At least like the boys' room, I really liked doing his room. I thought it was a lot of fun. So yeah, but like I said before, you can have anyone living in this apartment if you want to. The rooms are not gender specific in any way, so as always, like, you can have anyone living in there. So yeah, we're starting out with the kitchen, and as you can see, we're kind of going for a funny mix of traditional slash modern slash rustic a little bit. I wasn't really going for one style. I just mixed a bunch of different furniture together because I feel like that's the best way to, for me at least, to decorate for families. That's the way that I it just seems more homey when it's not super styled. At least in my mind it is, because that's the kind of home that I grew up in. Everything was just sort of different styles, so it wasn't really thought out that much, but it's just a big mix of different kind of furniture. So that's what we're doing today, and we're mainly going for brown and then also blue in the main areas, so in the common areas like the kitchen here, also the living room and the dining area. And yeah, I went a little bit overboard with the brown, so I thought that adding some blue would kind of break that up a little bit, and it worked very well in my opinion at least. So yeah, that is what we're doing. This is not a pack restricted build either. I will be working on a base game home today after I'm done with this voiceover, so there will be something coming up next week, I think, like a house or something, possibly a house, considering you can't actually do base game apartments. So that'll be coming up for those of you who don't have anything other than base game. It's been planned for a long time. It's got nothing to do with base game being free right now. It's just a coincidence. So but I'm super excited about it because a lot of people are building base game houses these days to help all the new players that just got base game for free, which I think is really awesome. So I'm happy to contribute to that just a little bit as well, but we'll see how it turns out. So yeah, anyways, for the dining area here, we're going for, again, a mixture of different styles. I think the dining table, also the cabinet over on the left side right now, are from Jungle Adventure. Then the cabinet under the picture is from Seasons, and both the chairs and also the picture is from, or are from, Get Famous. So it's just a big mix of different styles and different kinds of packs, and I was just really having a lot of fun with this apartment. Actually, it didn't take me that long considering it's a big family apartment. I think I recorded for a total of 1.5 to 2 hours, which is not a lot for, yeah, for me at least, for a bigger family apartment. I also here almost blocked the entry to the teen boys' room. Whoops, don't worry, I managed to fix it. I actually built a house today / no, yesterday. I built it mainly yesterday. I think I finished it yesterday. And once I got to the exterior, like finishing up landscaping and stuff, I found out that I forgot to put in a bathroom, so I had to go back into the interior and fix that, which is kind of fun because that's typical me. Bathrooms are just not on my to-do list whatsoever because I don't like doing them, so I just happily completely forgot everything about the bathroom. So, but I'll explain that in the video that's going up on Tuesday, I think. Yeah, I think that build is going up on Tuesday. I'm really pre-recording right now. Like, I'm really trying to get ahead of my schedule a little bit, so when I go to the US in 1.5 weeks, the channel won't be completely quiet because I don't like that, so I'm really trying to get ahead of my schedule just a little bit. So by the front door, or the entryway, whatever you want to call that, the door to the apartment from the outside, let's just put it like that anyways, there's a corkboard, and I hung some of the postcards on the corkboard because you usually get those postcards through pen pals in the game, but you can find them in the build by catalog if you press Ctrl-Shift-C and then you type in bb full stop show hidden objects. All these different kinds of, well, hidden objects will turn up in the build by catalog, and you can decorate your apartments or your houses with all those items, and there's a lot to go through, so it's a lot of fun. A lot of different collectibles and stuff, especially if you go through the clutter part of the catalog. But I found these postcards and I hung them by the front door because I thought maybe the family went on vacation quite a lot, or maybe they had like grandparents that went on vacation quite a lot and they sent home postcards. Like my dad still sends me postcards whenever he goes abroad, which I think is so sweet, and he used to send my grandma postcards as well, even though my parents had been divorced for a very long time. He still used to send my mom's mom postcards, so it's just kind of like, I don't know, it kind of reminded me of him a little bit, so I chose to hang those up by the door, and we moved on to the living area now. So I used the clock above the TV, and I don't usually use clocks, but I had this like spot above the TV that was completely empty. I didn't know what to do with it. I tried putting an accent wall behind the faux fireplace and also the TV and the bookcases, but it just looked kind of weird. I didn't really like it. Plus, I mean, stone walls in apartments, maybe not the most realistic thing. I know I've used them before, but it just looked kind of off in this little scenario here. So I hung a clock above the TV instead, and I don't know, I often forget that we even have those items in the game, to be honest. It's a category that I don't often visit, I guess, or something, but I was really happy that I remembered, so now they have a clock above the TV, even though it's probably useless because they can probably check the clock on the TV, but you know, details anyways. And then I also went into the debug catalog to find the magazine here that's on the coffee table along with the 2 books. I explained in my video yesterday, because I get quite a lot of comments about putting a lot of books in my builds, but I like it because it adds more personality to the build. Like, you can read the titles of the books and see what kind of Sims live here, because you know they're reading the books, so they're kind of according to their taste, if that makes sense. So I like it. Plus it's realistic to me. Plus I also put a coffee mug on the coffee table later on as well, and also a remote thing for the TV, so it kind of looks like they've been sitting there watching TV in the background while reading a book and having a cup of coffee or something, and I really like that. So yeah, in case you don't know how to enter the debug catalog, by the way, it's the same cheat as before, so bb.showhiddenobjects, and then on the left side where it says search right now, where you could just see me type something in, I suppose, you just type in debug and then you press enter, and it'll probably take a while for it to load. But there's a lot of different stuff you can go through, like the different books as well, the magazines here, and also those cards that's on the right side table right now. Those are from Seasons, I think, or they came with Seasons, but they're in the debug catalog as well. So there's a lot of cute stuff in there. I definitely recommend you go check it out if you like to clutter your builds up. But yeah, we have moved on to the parents' bedroom, and I was dealing with a lot of space in this room. So they actually got both a proper, like a bed area, I suppose, and also a sitting area over here. So I did end up putting a bookcase in here, so I kind of figured maybe the parents like to read or something, and if they want to read in peace, like not get interrupted by the kids or something, they can sit in here instead and just sitting here in peace, basically. So I was trying to find some couches and also a chair that would fit the bed that I chose to use, and it wasn't an easy task because I'd already used the Get Famous ones in the living room, so I didn't want to reuse them in here, and the bed is from Get Famous, so obviously they would match it better, but I went with the ones from Seasons instead. So they're sort of like, the blue color is not completely the same, but it's sort of in the same category anyways. I mean, they're both blue, so hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, other than that, we're just decorating it a little bit. I love that mirror from Get Famous. I decided not to go for it this time because it was a little bit too detailed for this interior, but I really, really love that mirror. I've talked about it before. It's one of my favorites. I just love using it. It's so, even though it doesn't look versatile because of all the patterns on it, I feel like it's so versatile. You can use it in more boho interiors, but also maybe not like modern contemporary interiors, unless, I mean, I suppose you can, but like also traditional interiors, and I don't know, you can just use it for a lot of different things. It's surprisingly versatile in my opinion. But we moved on to the kids' bedroom. So this kid is like a wonder child. They're so, so smart. So, at least in my mind, they are. So I ended up finding some projects, school projects from the debug catalog as well. They came with Parenthood. Actually, I think, yeah, the school projects themselves came from Parenthood. You know, the little boxes they get home or take home from school and they have to work on and stuff. That came with Parenthood. So I just figured that this kid was like a genius, and they put those two projects together by themselves, and it was super easy for them. I was trying to find different items that could sort of somehow symbolize that they're really into, like, you know, physics or something. Like, it's just a very, very smart kid, like physics and space and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's basically what I was going for this room. I really like how it turned out. It's not like overly cluttered, it's not too messy, but I still feel like it's sort of cluttered enough to look like a children's room. So I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's kind of what I was going for. So anyways, and yeah, they also got their own little desk over here in the corner where I put both homework but also a journal, because I love to give my Sims kids journals. I just think it's so, so cute, and I have explained that a couple times as well. I basically do so many voiceovers by now that I just repeat myself over and over and over. I'm also sorry if I sound a little bit off today, by the way. I've slept about 5 hours last night, so I'm really tired, but I really wanted this video up on the channel. I just need to sleep tonight and I'm good for tomorrow, so that's basically it, but I just wanted to say sorry if I do sound just a little bit off. So anyways, we moved on to the teen girls room, and it's definitely a very feminine kind of room. I really wanted to go for purple, like mainly purple, because of the bed swatch that I chose. The bed, by the way, and also the dresser and the side table are from Parenthood. The desk that I put here, oh, I actually deleted the side table, but anyways, the desk that I put there is actually from base game. It came with the newest update. In case you haven't updated your game, you should definitely do that. And I love that desk so, so much. But I was trying to go for more of like a purple kind of interior because of the bed swatch and also because of the dresser. But I did end up adding some pink in here as well. It was actually kind of random because I was trying to figure out what kind of color I wanted to go for her accent wall, and I put the two colors next to each other just to check them out in game. And I really liked how it looked, actually, so I went with both of them. So she's got no white walls in here, she's just got pink and purple walls, and also that nice, what you call that, wallpaper that's from base game with the black trees and the white background. I love that one. It's such a nice contrast to the pink and the purple walls as well, by the way, so I really, really like it in this room. Her room is not the most, like, I want to say the walls are not the most decorated because I was trying to tone it down a little bit. There was quite a lot going on the walls with the colors and also the wallpaper on the other side. So she doesn't have a lot of stuff on the walls. She has those paintings over her bed that are from Kids Room Stuff Pack, and then she's got some other ones behind her streaming table. Or not a streaming table. What is that? Video making table, I suppose. Video recording table? Because she really wants to be a vlogger or some kind of Sims YouTuber, I suppose. Sims tuber. I don't fully know. So that's kind of her thing. Like, she really just loves to make videos. So I gave her the streaming video recording table, whatever that thing is called in the game. It's been a while since the last time I used it, so I figured it was okay. Although I have used it quite a lot in the past, but you know, it's relatable to me, so I like to use that item. And then the last room that we're decorating a bathroom at the very, very end of the video, but the last, like, important room that we're decorating is for the teen boy, and I had so much fun with this room because I realized while decorating this apartment that I've never done anything for anyone that was in the criminal career. So I was like, this guy is going to grow up into an evil mastermind. So I try to find all the different items in the Build By catalog that could kind of signify that a little bit. So he's got both like a big computer set up with 2 extra monitors, and the computer itself is very fancy as well. I don't remember if you have to be like a tech guru to get it or whatever. Maybe it's just really expensive. It looks very expensive. It looks like a proper gaming computer, actually. But I figured he would need like a big computer setup so he could kind of what's it called? Surveillance? What's it called? Monitor other people, I suppose. So he's got the big computer set up for that. I also hung a radar above his computer setup as well, which I believe you have to be in the criminal career to actually unlock that item, but the description of the item was kind of perfect. Like, the radar is supposed to make it possible for your Sims to spy on other people basically, so I thought it would be kind of perfect for this room. I also made it really, really dark with just a little bit of blue and turquoise in here and a little bit of yellow as well, just to break up the darkness because it was getting really, really dark. And I didn't want to go for black and red because I've done that so many times. There is a little bit of black and a little bit of red in here as well, but I mainly went for blue and purple, or not purple, but orange. Blue, orange / yellow, sorta. So it's got quite a lot of items in his room that I either don't think I've used before, or I at least don't use them very often, but I was having a lot of fun with it. So for example, he has a bag that's filled with money on top of his bookcase. I figured he'd kind of put it up there to hide it from his parents because they don't fully know what's going on with him. So I don't know, I don't fully know how he got that bag of money either. I don't think I want to know, but hey, his little deal. So I just thought it was a lot of fun to decorate this room. I had a lot of fun with it, yeah. Also, the books that I put here on his bedside table is one of them is for mischief. I think it's like leveling up mischief, and the other one is logic. So that's kind of what he's trying to get better at being a criminal basically, but like a criminal mastermind. So not like out just stealing stuff from people, but like doing big things, like big criminal things. So anyways, but I figured he'd also need a TV and one of those, I don't know, maybe he stole the console thing. I don't fully know how he got it. Maybe he bought it with some of his money that he's just somehow managed to get his hands on. But he has a big TV in here and also a console, just because I figured, you know, even a criminal mastermind needs to wind down now and then and play some video games or something. So I also used one of the wallpapers from Spooky Stuff Pack because it had this web on it and it was dark and I thought it just fit the room perfectly. So that's his accent wall in the room, and I really like how the room turned out. It's very dark, but I just like how it turned out. I had a lot of fun with it. So the bathroom here is the last one that we're doing. There are laundry machines in this apartment, but you can delete them if you don't want to play with laundry and put in like a cabinet or something. You can even just move the cabinet in this room right here and put it over where the laundry machines were before. But I try to get better at adding laundry machines to my builds, so hopefully you guys will appreciate that. But anyways, if you like this build, you can download it off the gallery. My ID is AvelineYT, and you can also find it under the hashtag Aveline or AvelineYT. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you did, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!
Smiling like that, I can never resist it. Smiling like that, I can never resist it. Every moment is another chance. Loving you is all I wanted. I'm wide open for a love affair. Girl, when you're looking like that, closer, closer, I'ma get closer to you. Yeah, got me, baby, got me hooked on you once again. Damn, girl, I need you. How many times do I wanna yell? 'Cause we could be so complete. Baby, I'll never want anyone new. I was on your bed when you undressed. Baby, when I pulled you in and felt your breath, then I knew the girl, I need you. Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Smiling like that, I can never resist it. Ooh, smiling like that, I can never resist it.